Welcome to another video from the Crypto Market Updates channel. My name is Jack, and in today's video I'm going to talk a little bit more about Luna Classic. As we all know, Luna Classic, the community for Luna Classic has passed the on-chain proposal of having a 1.2% Luna Classic burn, which proved to be fantastic, and Luna saw massive pumps over the first 2 days of September, first and second, 100% gains. Additionally, MEXC has posted a voting poll to its community, and with 12,000 votes, 98% of the overall community has agreed that MEC should implement a burn. And so MEC dedicated a tax burn of 1.2, which is going to run for a month. According to the proposal, the spot trading fee rate for Luna Classic USDT and Luna Classic USDC on MEXC will be adjusted to 1.2% during the event period. MEXC will utilize the actual trading fee received from Luna Classic USDT and Luna Classic USDC spot trading pairs to proceed with secondary market buybacks on a daily basis. Terra has unofficially provided an Luna Classic burn address. MEXC will make arrangements to send Luna Classic tokens obtained from the secondary buyback of Luna Classic to the official burn address specified on a daily basis. So this event will take only a couple of weeks, but a couple of weeks it is nonetheless. Right now, if you go to Luna Classic Penguins, MEXC centralized exchange is the second largest burner of Luna Classic. Presently, they've burned 533 million tokens, which is second in place right after Lunatics token. And I'm going to talk about Lunatics token in just a little while. So even though the exchanges, other crypto exchanges, are not jumping on the bandwagon and are not saying outright that they will be implementing the burn tax that is supposed to be implemented on Luna Classic on-chain for all the transactions, exchanges like MEXC are doing their part to contribute to the overall burn. There's an article that's posted here on AMB Crypto, and basically they're saying that Terra Classic's 1.2% tax burn supports bullish outlook, but here's an issue. And the issue is that the burn is supposed to happen on-chain only. Unfortunately, many Luna Classic traders and potential traders may not understand what the 1.2% tax is all about. So here's a brief explanation. All on-chain Luna Classic transactions will be subjected to a 1.2% tax. This includes wallet and smart contract interactions. However, Luna Classic traders on exchanges might not be eligible for the tax. So the idea is that the exchanges have not come out right and said that any transactions conducted on the exchange will also be subject to the 1.2% tax. So if you are trading Luna Classic on Binance, for example, or MEXC outside of the indicated 2 weeks, the 1.2% burning tax will not be, the Luna tokens will not be subjected to the 1.2% burning tax on those exchanges and on MEXC outside of the indicated times. However, while Binance does not officially support, will not implement the 1.2% tax burn on the exchange itself. I've already talked about this in the previous video, so check that out. It's going to be attached here. Binance has announced that it will shut down any withdrawals of Luna Classic shuttle via Ethereum networks, USTC, BNB Smart Chain, or the Polygon network, which essentially means that it will stop these in and outflows over the other chains and will basically just limit inflows into Binance and out of Binance of the Luna Classic tokens via the Luna Classic network only, which is a good thing. And if you're not sure why that is, please make sure to follow the link. Check out the video that I posted earlier, in which I explain exactly why that is a fantastic thing. Additionally, a UK-based exchange pledges support for Terra Luna Classic revival through weekly burns. Y5 has also announced, the Y5 exchange has announced that it will support Luna Classic revival by implementing 1.2 tax burns on all Luna Classic transactions. Sadly though, the Wi-Fi exchange does not even appear on the Luna Penguin website. And if you go over to CoinGecko and you scroll through all the markets that do support the Luna Classic trading pair, you will notice that Wi-Fi does not even appear in the list. So whether Wi-Fi actually has Luna Classic trading pair or not is kind of a mystery right now at this point. Nonetheless, project like the Lunatics token is doing its fair share to support the Luna Classic burn, and the Lunatics token is something of an interest. There's a lot of cryptocurrency podcasts, or there's a lot of cryptocurrency YouTubers who are making videos. One of them that stands out is Matthew Perry, and Matthew Perry was recently talking about Lunatics, the Lunatics token, and here's the thing with Lunatics token. He made it sound like it was an entity beyond his grasp, but I did look up Lunatics token, and it looks as though Matthew Perry is the ambassador for the token, for the Lunatics token. Also, he is listed as a member of the core team, which means that the Lunatics token metrics, which implement a 10% tax on buys and sale, includes Matthew Perry and every other YouTuber that is out there pushing the Lunatics token into their marketing strategies, reward system, I guess. So the Lunatics token proposes that they will be implementing a 10% tax burn, 2% of which will go into the Luna Classic burn wallet, 2% of which will go into the marketing on every buy and sell, and I assume that's every buy and sell of the Lunatics token, and then 4% of which will go into the Luna Classic rewards. So these rewards will be separated, split up between all the Luna Classics holders and Lunatics holders, and you need to have 500,000 tokens of Lunatics in order to earn these rewards, or share of these rewards. The 4% Luna Classic rewards will be split amongst all Lunatics holders. So right now the Lunatics token stands at 0.00008255, which is, let's do some math here, 8255 times, so you need to have invested somewhere close to $42 into the Lunatics project in order to be eligible for the 4% Luna Classic rewards. 1% of the 10% listed is going to liquidity, and 1% will be sent into an automatic burn. So while this is fantastic, I guess, Lunatics token is contributing as a major contributor to the burn of all the Luna Classic tokens, it is not a project that is, completely altruistic. And the YouTubers like Matthew Perry and all the other ones who are pushing this project are clearly making a profit from this, a massive profit. And if you noticed, I just looked at this 2 days ago, just yesterday. The burn was at 2 billion tokens, Luna Classic tokens, and since yesterday the change is 10,000 Luna Classic tokens. So since yesterday, only 10,000 Luna Classic tokens were burned. I think MEXC has done a better job of burning these tokens, despite the fact that the Lunatics project has burned 2 billion tokens. I bet that over time you will notice that this number will begin to drop significantly, and the Lunatics token will not be the first one to see burns. The total supply of the Luna tokens stands at 6,900,000. Circulating supply right now stands at 6.5 trillion tokens. The community pool has 16 billion tokens, and I believe 3 billion tokens have been burned. Like I said, the biggest burner is Lunatics token. And so while it's great to see these tokens being diminished, I'd be very careful about listening to YouTubers like Matthew Perry, who are basically saying, go all in. One of his videos says, I went all in on Luna tokens. And here's the thing right now. there's talk, I've seen videos, ridiculous videos, like talking about Luna Classic going to $50, and all this hype, it's very misleading. Here's the thing, Luna Classic does not need to go back up to its original height of $119 in order for people to recoup their money. There is a lot of people who lost a lot of money, and those people want their money back. But that's the thing, the Luna Classic token doesn't need to go back up to $119. Because of the fact that the token dumped so much, people were able to stack up on Luna Classic tokens at a fraction of a penny. I think the lowest price it was ever on, the lowest price I ever managed to get in, I think I bought like $20 just for the kicks of it, was at 0.000003. So there were 5 zeros and a 3. If you were able to buy any tokens at that price, you could have bought billions for small amounts of money. I believe a YouTuber by the name of Carl the Moon bought something like $30,000 worth of Luna Classic at a price of 4 zeros and 9, or even below that. So by now he has tripled his investment. So whatever, I think he lost $2 million on his initial investment. Luna Classic went down to he lost about $2 million on his initial investment on Luna. But whatever the case, whatever the investment he had, he can easily recoup that investment by buying Luna Classic and hyping it up now for a fraction of the penny. So Luna Classic doesn't need to go back up to $20 or $10, or maybe even not even to $1 when you think about it. Binance, CZ has bought into Luna at the ICO level. Luna at that point was a fraction of a penny. I don't know exactly what the sales price for Luna was at its during its ICO, but it was way below $1. So if CZ had got in on, you know, with I think he put in $2 billion into the project and basically lost all of that. If he were to be able to buy a bunch of a nice stash of Luna Classic at a much lower price, he'd be able to lower his entry point to a point at which Luna Classic would not need to return to its original price, and certainly it would need to go back to $119 in order for a lot of these people to recoup their losses. Those of us, the retail investors who have invested, who have bought Luna at $50 or $60 or even $100, my goodness, those losses are gone, and to recoup those losses will be virtually impossible unless you are able to again to get in on the price right now and start recouping some of those losses. But to listen to the people who talk about $1 or the videos, ridiculous videos of talking about $50 Luna anytime soon is just recipe for disaster. So my advice is, do not sell any of your asset, do not stake your house, do not sell your house in order to go in all in on Luna like Matthew Perry suggests, because that will not end well. Even, I just did the calculations I think yesterday, even with a massive burn and if the burn continues the way it does at fantastic speeds, it will take about 560 years to get Luna Classic to its original point level, to diminish the Luna Classic tokens to 1 billion. So it's going to take a miracle to have all of this done quickly. The recent pump that we saw was not because of the burn. September 1st and 2nd pump was not due to the burn, or it was due to the idea of the burn. It was due to the fact that so many people were aping into the token in hopes of making some money back or making some phenomenal returns on another cryptocurrency that is supposed to pump. But the tax burn itself will be a slow process, and it's going to happen, and there will be changes, and there's some work that is being done on Luna Classic in hope of reviving the blockchain, but it will not happen over the duration of the next couple of months. It will not happen even over the duration of the next 1 or 2 years. There may be hope for us to see a nice pump in Luna Classic and the Luna Classic price coming up in 2024 when the next Bitcoin halving happens. And if you don't know what the Bitcoin halving is, then make sure to check out the video on the Crypto Market Updates channel. I posted a video, probably one of the most important videos that you will see this year, and you should really watch it. if you want to know why the Bitcoin halving is so important and why we will see another bull run. So make sure to check out that video. And again, do not bet your entire livelihood on Luna Classic going to $1 anytime soon. And certainly, most certainly, do not wait for it to reach $50 because chances are that it will not happen ever. That's it for this a bit longer video. I hope some of it was interesting. I hope some of it was educational. Make sure to smash up the like, subscribe to the channel, and of course remember to share the video with everybody else. Help the algorithm, the YouTube algorithm, and help this channel, support this channel, because it's a new channel and I bring you nothing but news, good news, fresh and clean news without any underlying sales pitches, other than hoping for your support. All right, thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to come back for the next video. Bye-bye.